In this lesson, I'm going to be showing you how to create a symmetrical shield in Adobe Illustrator. Okay, so we're going to create this in two parts. We're going to select our pen tool, and what we're going to do is, because it's a symmetrical shape, we're going to create the left-hand side, and then we're simply going to copy that and merge it into one complete shape. So if we left-click on the artboard, and then left click and hold it and drag. So we're going to create a curve like this. And we can just switch these around. So swap the fill and the stroke so we can see the shape we're creating. So as you can see here, it naturally wants to continue with a curve. If you hold down the Alt key and left click on this anchor point, it will force that to cut off, and then you can start with a straight point. So we're going to hold shift to create our next part at 45 degrees and left click. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to left click and drag and bring this in. And then we're going to let it carry on with the curve. So just bring this just a bit further out here. Left click and drag like so. And then we're going to come back in. And then we're just going to let this curve dip somewhere around here. And then we're just going to hold Alt and left click just to cut that one off there. Okay, so you can see here I've overshot it a little bit, and this one is too long now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the pen tool and the add anchor point tool. And I'm going to go along here. You can see with the smart guides, it snaps into place. And what I'm going to do is go to View, Show Rulers, drag out from the left. There we go. And create a guide that lines up with this endpoint. And I've just zoomed in here. And then selecting this, I'm going to go back and grab our add anchor point tool, and I'm just going to add an anchor point on that line. So effectively you're adding another point after you've pen tooled already. Okay, so now we can select this endpoint with our direct selection tool over here, and we can just hit delete and it will just trim that one off. Then we can go up to View and hide our rulers, and go up to View and hide our guides as well. We're finished with that for the time being. Then selecting our pen tool again, we can click on this point to activate it. Okay, and as you can see now, we can carry on where we left off. So let's just zoom out a little bit. And now, as you can see here, next to the pen tool icon there's a little circle. That implies that if I click now, it will complete the shape. So now what we want to do, we've got the left half of our shield, we want to mirror this on the right. So if we select the whole thing, swap the fill and the stroke around, and then we can go to Edit, Copy, Edit, Paste in Place, and then Object, Transform, Reflect, and make sure you reflect it along the vertical axis. Then if you hold Shift to drag it along, with the smart guides still selected, you should see it snap in place like so. Then if we go to the other view with Command Y on the Mac, Control Y on the keyboard, you'll be able to see that it's still made up of two parts. And we can just select both of those, go over to the Pathfinder, and then click on Unite. And there we go, we've created our shield.